What is up, guys? In today's video, we are going to be spectating cheaters in Fortnite Chapter 4. So in the most recent Zero Build Cash Cup, this team ended up placing first on NA East, and they had 800 points, and their match history was a little suspicious. Pretty much everybody knew they were cheating, but I looked through their games and recorded one so that we could kind of react to it in real time and kind of talk about the cheating problem that Fortnite may or may not have. If you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, interesting, informative, whatever, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more, and comment down below what you think of these cheaters in Fortnite. So the first thing, I made a poll on my YouTube channel, and kind of in the last Zero Build Cash Cup video I made, I kind of talked about like if you guys would like to see this. And one of the biggest comments I saw was people saying, how do you know that they're cheating, or how can you tell that they're cheating? And as you can see right now, like this is pretty egregious, right? Like not a single shot pretty much is ever missed. They're only headshots. This person's in a bush not doing anything, insta-killed. This person insta-killed. Like, this is very clear that somebody is cheating. And with the cash cups, you get like an influx of cheaters, or like a larger proportion of cheaters playing these cash cups than you will in public matches, because they're there to get on and cheat for the cash cup and that like 3-hour window. You know, if you're playing public matches or just general like, you know, normal games, you probably won't run into cheaters. I have played thousands of Fortnite matches, and I think I've seen 2 cheaters in pubs the entire time in those thousands of matches, and in one of them, the person got banned while I was spectating them. But in the cups, since everybody has to play their 10 games in that 3-hour window, and the elo of the tournament, if you're doing really well, you end up matching the other teams that are doing well. So just naturally, the good teams, or like typically, you know, the streamer teams or the content creator teams, end up having a decent amount of points, and then they run into the cheaters. And so this is why cheating has been such a widespread issue for Zero Build tournaments. I think every single week there has been like cheaters in the top 10. And you could argue that like, who cares? It doesn't matter. Like Epic will just ban them and then they won't pay them out. But their impact on the game has already like affected the outcome of the tournament. You know, there could be a team that was on the cusp of making money and got good loot off spawn. They had bunkers, which are super important in Zero Build comp. Like RNG is very important if you're able to get bunkers, if you're able to get hammers. So like, let's say, you know, you're placing well, you clear your POI and you have good loot off spawn, and then you run into a cheater team, and then that game is down the drain, and then like the next games you don't get utility or something. Just like the domino effect of one game getting ruined by a cheater can definitely throw your tournament. So even though they do like ban them and they don't pay them out, it still does affect the, you know, legitimacy of the results of the tournament, because anybody who ends up in a game with a cheater, their matches are different. Like I already said, it isn't as much of a problem in public matches. It's mainly in the Zero Build tournaments, because people get on specifically in that window to do that and to cheat in that, because there isn't much of a barrier to entry for the Zero Build tournaments. For a lot of the build tournaments, you have to be in champs and arena to start playing, or contenders and arena to start playing. They've kind of changed the system over the years, but let's just say for the sake of argument, you have to get to champs and arena. That was a pretty absurd kill. It takes time to do that, you know? So each week of a cash cup, someone's not going to make a brand new account and then level that account to champs and then start cheating on that account, you know? If they were to cheat on the account the entire time from 0 arena points to champs, they likely would get discovered in that time. But since there's like no barrier to entry for the Zero Build tournaments, this is an egregious clip, by the way. He's just running across the map from his team. This player hasn't done a thing to anybody at all. Minding their own business. Apparently, I guess the aimbot has range. I'm not really sure. Like, he couldn't hit him there, and then only headshots. GG's. I just thought that clip was, you know, kind of shows what we're talking about. But there's no barrier to entry for the Zero Build tournaments. I believe you need an account level of 15 to play in the Zero Build tournaments, and people can do that very easily. So they can make a new account every week, you know, level that account to 15 the day before, or like a few hours before the cash cup, cheat in the cash cup, and then if it gets banned, oh well, who cares? So I don't really understand anti-cheats, you know? I'm not a developer, so I don't know if like the Fortnite anti-cheat is just garbage. I would say it's not, because I never run into these people in public matches, and it's just the fact of them making an account specifically to cheat in the cash cup. They don't care if they get banned. The damage is already done. I think in the future, next season, they're getting rid of NA East and NA West tournaments. Tournaments will be combined to Central. And both NA East and NA West have been plagued with cheaters in Zero Build. Having it all just occur in one tournament, I think, will make the issue even worse if Epic doesn't do something about it. I think the easiest solution would be kind of like what they did with build tournaments. Bring Zero Build Arena back and then make it to where you have to be in champs to participate in the Zero Build Cash Cups. Some players might not like that because it might take them a while to get to champs, but that is the whole, like, that's the reason why it's good to do, because people, like the cheaters, aren't going to want to make a fresh account every week to, you know, and then level that account to champs in Zero Build Arena just to cheat in the Cash Cup for a few hours. You know, it's just like the amount of time it would take them to level up the account to champs in Zero Build Arena without cheating would probably take a decent amount of time, and with cheating they would probably get found out, and then it would really deter a lot of teams from cheating, I think, because it wouldn't just be like make a new account, get level 15, which takes no time at all, another just like really bizarre kill, this player has done nothing, and then they just get full fried. But yeah, like if you had to get to champs in Zero Build Arena, it would be a time-consuming process that a lot of the cheating teams aren't going to want to do. Also, I don't know if you need two-step authentication to play in tournaments. I think you do, but that should also make it more inconvenient for cheaters just to make fresh accounts or buy fresh accounts to cheat on for the week of the Cash Cup. I understand that for these cups, they only have to play a small sample size of games, so maybe the anti-cheat doesn't catch them in real time off like one suspicious game. This example, like this game is so egregious, I don't understand how like it doesn't get found out immediately. Their match history had several like 30+ kill games in the cup, and I feel like even if you had anybody at Epic kind of paying attention to like some of the more suspicious teams over the course of the tournament, it takes a few seconds of watching this person's gameplay to realize they're cheating, you know? I'm sure a lot of players thought that this video was going to be kind of a witch hunt and it wasn't going to be as obvious as this, because there are content creators out there that kind of just assume everybody decent is cheating. But this player is absurd. Like, we can all agree on that, right? I already kind of touched on the public match thing. I don't think Fortnite has a cheating in public matches. It's just the nature of the way the tournaments work. Getting everybody online at that same exact time, even just a few cheating teams, can really ruin the tournament for the teams that are in the higher echelon of like the points. So if you're someone who plays public matches and you just consistently think you're dying to cheaters, I don't think that's the case, honestly. That seemed to be what a lot of people think based on the comments I read on the video and community post I made about this. Like I said, so many people were like, yeah, I need to know how to find the cheaters. And odds are if you're playing public matches, you're not running into cheaters. I've played thousands of matches. Like I've said, I haven't seen them. I have friends that are also Fortnite streamers and Fortnite content creators who have played thousands of matches. You know, if cheating was a widespread problem in public matches, people would be talking about it a lot, similar to how they are during the Zero Build Cash Cups. If you follow any Zero Build pro players or even notable content creators that play in these tournaments, oftentimes at the conclusion of them, they're kind of tweeting about how many cheaters, or how like the cheaters ruined the experience of the tournament for them. So this game is coming up on its conclusion. Let me know what you guys think of the cheating problem. The solutions I outlined, I feel like the easiest solution would just be bring back Zero Build Arena. Make it to where you have to get into champs to participate in the Zero Build Cups. It really doesn't take that long to get into champs in Zero Build Arena. Like, it's just more of like a time-consuming process than difficulty with how Fortnite Arena works. It will suck for those people that maybe don't have the time to do that. But, like, personally, I feel like if they don't have the time to get to champs in Arena, like, they're probably not going to do that well in the tournament anyways. You know what I mean? Like, that might be rude to say, but making the tournament more susceptible to cheaters, I think, is more of a problem than maybe some players who don't have the time to play the game, missing out on the ability to play them when, you know, if you're not putting time into Fortnite, are you really going to want to play it on like a Saturday night? Like, those people probably have other stuff to do on a Saturday night, you know, but not these people, and not myself. Obviously, I like playing in the Zero Build tournaments. It just sucks with the amount of cheaters, and I think it could get a lot worse next season with NA East and NA West being combined into Central for the tournament. So this is about to be the end of the game here. He just fries both of these players and the game ends. And they had several games like this. Like I said, they had 800 points in this tournament, and they just completely ran through the lobby. But that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys found it interesting. If you did, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more. Comment down below what you think of my solutions. I think the easiest and most simple is just bring back Zero Build Arena. People will be happy to have that back in the game. And then also you can kind of use it as somewhat of a barrier to entry for the Zero Build tournaments and hopefully keep hackers out of it. But I'm interested to see your guys, or hear your guys' thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.